Ami khan laga state Nagaland de employment status ek par sari to pishi leg kuranish na ase. Ami khan jani ase India de bi one of the like lowest ranking in unemployment to ami khan laga state Nagaland ase. Enaka homoi de Nagaland News Network aji ground de birai gina itu public khan laga nolebi students nolebi itu elderly citizens takan laga opinion on unemployment itu hunibole ase. So come join with me as we go and get their reactions.
According to me, what I can view is that regarding the employment status, we can see that almost we are dependent on government jobs. That's a pretty fact that nobody can deny. So, if we look at it, by depending only on government jobs and sectors, we are not generating any revenues for our state economy and so on. So, in my opinion, the current status of our Nagaland state is not up to that expectation. Yeah.
So, according to you, how easy or difficult is it to find a job in our state?
To me, it's like finding a job in our state is like finding a diamond. Because as you can see, the rate of unemployment is, if I'm not mistaken, it's around 56.7% of the youths are unemployed in our states, which means we have half of the population of our youths are unemployed. And as you can see, the current registration in the Nagaland Service Selection Board (NSSB), we can see that around, as far as my knowledge is concerned, we have around 57,000 unemployed registration just for the boss of around 600, so which is quite very high.
In your opinion, what do you think is the most common factor for the rise of unemployment in our state, Nagaland?
As I've mentioned earlier, we usually depend on government jobs, which I believe we have the wrong perception. So, in my opinion, I should say we should focus more on entrepreneurship, taking up, teachings or in private companies and so on.
So talking about entrepreneurship is on the rise, especially during or after the pandemic, right? So do you think that people should not only focus on getting employed in a government sector, but rather start building their career in other sectors such as private or self-employed? Do you think that can also be done, or that can also get rid of unemployment in our state, Nagaland?
Perhaps to me, yes, like focusing on government jobs is not the only solution, so we should focus more on private still. But the thing is that we have a wrong perception, that if we get government jobs, that's the that's where our life would be. Where our life would end up. We say like in private schools. In private schools, if we work in private schools, we often think like, okay, this is not where I'm gonna be forever, right? So talking about the future plans and so on, most people don't prefer private jobs and so on. So perhaps that's the wrong perception that we have. And regarding the entrepreneurship, of course, it is on the rise when talking about when the pandemics and so on, right after the pandemics and so on. However, we can see that of the, if I'm not mistaken, around 30 startups were there, entrepreneurship in our state. However, we can see that only some could achieve. Meanwhile, others are still on the way. And MSME, micro, small, medium enterprises, we have that too, but our state, our youths doesn't know how to get the benefits of all those. So perhaps it's time for our youths to have knowledge on these MSMEs and how to get startups and how to get benefits of these MSMEs provided by the government of India and so on.
Yeah, so taking this platform, do you want to convey a message to the youths out there?
Obviously, I would like to even from our parents we get the pressure that you must find a government job, because they usually used to tell us like even if you don't go to the offices, even if when you are sick, you can earn salary. Yes, you can earn your salary without even going to your work. So with that perception only, they are forcing us to get a government jobs. Obviously, we can understand their thoughts for us to, their love and thoughts for us too. But I would encourage all my brothers and sisters to not only focus on government jobs, but rather be employed, because unemployment in our state is the worst in India, and it's still we haven't improved yet. Look at our, we are not even generating revenues. It's like we are taking monies from government of India and other states, but in return we're not giving anything. So remaining employed is much better than just remaining unemployed.
Ami kan laga jaga de itu youths kan bishi unemployed ase nole bi educated unemployed kan bi bishi ase to itu la opor de apni bi ki komon ase
Ni mola point of view te tu mola perspective te I guess youth should not only focus on the government serving. Like ni ekta kwa nishna manuhan kwa nishna ni entrepreneurship aro businesses bi bishi multiple branches te pare na ajikali to. So ini we have to pick up no on those small thing, and then for entrepreneurship ni small thing bara ni achievement do dangori hobo na ni one night para ni ekta next morning te you'll be a multi-crore person to be no. So ni mentality ni self discipline thakibo lage, or there should be a consistency na. Step by step gradually ni success to ai jabo.
For me, the status of employment is degrading. It's really degrading because there is a lot of graduates who is just sitting back at home, and that's it.
Yeah, so according to you, how easy or difficult is it to find a job in our state?
When talking about employment for job, we Nagas focus on government jobs, and that is the reason why almost all of the youths are unemployed today. But the reason is because in my opinion, I think there is a lot of opportunities in Nagaland also. But I think the real reason is because of the salary, maybe economy of Nagaland. That is the reason why, or be it private or government, if the salary is high enough, the youths will focus on that.
So in your opinion, what is the main factor behind the rise of unemployment?
Economy is one of the main factor behind the rise of unemployment in Nagaland, but another reason is also because of the ideology in our parents' mind or us also, because for parents, for Nagas, if we get government job, that is enough. That is the main reason why we are degrading in this.
So in your opinion, how do you think that we can tackle this barrier?
For me, changing the mindset that government job is not the only way to survive, because there is a lot of opportunities. Yes, I'm sure there is no factories, industries in Nagaland, but there is a lot of things coming up which we can do it in a private.
Actually, ite to moi khan hudai government ke depend kuri thaki bole la time no hoy ite to, cause even government they have limited in every employment and everything. To itu karne it's a time that youth should become more in their ideas, not the innovative or more bright ideas, not to sustain our life. Itu ti focus koribo lagi ite na. Itu yes.
Ami kan la jaga de ekbar sale to manu bishi entrepreneur nijor laga skills kan development kan enga asna, so apni laga bhabna debi government job nole bi enga entrepreneurship enga ekta ra ni family suffice koro paro na.
Actually, like without going out, we find it very hard. Godi ni bhoigena to bish tan lage na holebi. Once we start stepping out from our home, there's so many opportunities which we can venture, like in business and in every field. Itu karne we should not just keep at home and keep on complaining. Itu yes. Bharte ekbar ulagena, just try to do some small thing. Slowly, ideas will keep on coming in, and in fact, more than government service, if we put our ideas in a business, I think that will be more like it will give us more livelihood than government employees. So I think you should not get discouraged of the employment government thing, but we should always come out and try to do things in our own without depending on others or government. youths kan kya message dibole mon thaga to don't be lazy itui ase that is the once we come out from our laziness everything is possible.
Nagaland News Network bra yede students kan nolibi concerned citizens kan ge huda udi guna chadambe chani paise ki you know like youths kan pishibak to the government sector nolibi government job khande self centered thagina depend kurna thagi ase ignoring this private sectors nole entrepreneurs kan itu nimite hi itu ami kan laga state Nagaland unemployment laga issue tu ula sene ki guna itu takan laga bhabna takan laga opinion chanai dise tan bra itu bi chanai dise ki naga youths kan it's time mon la comfort zone ba lagena mon laga living nimide itu mon काम गर्न आगे जाऊले itu bi tan bra itu chanai dise sadek bi Nagaland News Network for more news update this is Committee reporting with video journalist I'm Pachamir.